There we go. Okay. So which bullet point do you want? If you can read that.
Let me. I'll just take the middle one. It's fine with me.
All right. So read the question. I'll type as quick as I can.
So do you think the bias was discovered for plaintiffs and defendants? Fault legal system, why not? So your advocates, their client, this great flawed system, what are the advantages and disadvantages? That one's kind of that one's pretty open-ended. Personally, I feel like if I knew about bias, I feel like it would be a flawed system just because there would be favoritism. In regards to, let's see, the individual being represented on behalf of the lawyer. The first one, since lawyers are advocate, let me just read this again. I would say for the last little bit, like since lawyers are advocates for their client, how much do you think the lawyer? I feel as, let's see. I think lawyers are affected by bias due to being financially compensated.
Again.
Compensated by their client to defend their side of the case and to counter oh gosh, I don't know how to describe. How did I describe that? The other party's claims. What are the advantages of the system where lawyers hired to advocate? Advantages. Let's see. What are the advantages and disadvantages of a system where lawyers hired to advocate on behalf of their client? It's kind of an odd. I don't really understand that last part.
I guess maybe it's something like an advantage is like how the lawyer will like defend the point more. I guess a disadvantage is
I just don't understand like what they're. I mean, I guess if that's what they're talking about, I just don't. Like if we're still like ruling on bias, like there's no advantage to bias really. I mean, let's see. Advantages would be that the accused has a has a secondary, or let's see, gosh, the secondary or second support group for on behalf of their claim. A disadvantage would be the lawyer is acting on basically what I'm trying to say is like the lawyer is acting on behalf of like receiving like being financially compensated rather than defending what should be the moral or more integrity based choice. Like, I don't know.
Something like that.
Find position. Let's take out the folks on the client position, because like if a lawyer is defending someone that was like truly innocent, then, or you can keep the compensation part in there. Just take out the last bit. They receive rather than
They're being solely focused on the client.
Gosh, I'm just trying to think. Rather than being motivated in gosh, I just don't know how to say it. Like, I can think of how to say it, but it just doesn't. I mean, basically, that's like the point I want to make is like, you know, there's the criminal lawyers, they'll defend a criminal just because they're getting paid. Like, they don't care. Like, they probably know they're an awful person, but as long as they're getting the right or moral choice or something. Yeah, I don't know. That sounds good to me. I mean, it's just, that's essentially what I'm trying to get across. Is just that's the part about it.
Okay, I'll do the top one.
Okay.
Something like that. It talks about like what kind of education should they get? Is it pointless? And just kind of talking about like how one way would be to get like opinions from other people. Another way would be like being educated on what a bias is and in what ways is it formed. But it's only helpful if the student wants to avoid being biased. It doesn't work if the student doesn't really care.
Yeah, that's a good answer. Towards education and what biases. No, I think that's.
See. Stop. Control C. Here. Just to make sure. I'll send it to him.
Yeah, he's
So
out.
that way- Yeah, I think that's why he asked if it was Mountain Time. He's selling, right?
Yeah, he is. A lot of our guys went to Kansas City for their little blitz or whatever. Like, you want to
Nice.
go? Like, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
We don't have a case study this week, do we?
No, it's like just you read this stuff and that's it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was really happy about it because I was like, I gotta do all this like work before I go to Arizona, and then I saw that I was like, freak yes. I was really happy about that.
What do we need to read? So I had done all the reading. 8. Letter equals.
So I got like a sunburn today because I haven't been out in the sun in like months. And my aunt texted my other aunt, and I was like, what's like a good way to get rid of the burn? And she said green bean juice.
Yeah.
So we got a cloth and put green bean juice on it, and then we wiped out all the places I was sunburned.
Never used that. I always just used aloe vera and stuff.
Yeah, I had aloe vera on it early, and I'll probably put it on before I go to bed and when I wake up in the morning.
Dude, the best is I like to get we always kept ours in the fridge, like the bottle of it. That way it just goes on your skin, just freezes you out. And then we had just like these little tiny like portable fans in our rooms also. Just blast that thing and get in front of it while it's still wet. Oh man.
Yeah.
It felt so cold, but like it almost hurt, but it just felt so good at the same time. It was the best.
Yeah.
But we had an aloe vera plant at our house, so for a while. So if we ever got burned, we'd just go and break off a couple of things, just squeeze it out on us and rub it in. But we decided to find it in a bottle a heck of a lot easier. Probably closing the deal right now.
Yeah.
Otherwise, not answering. Trying to make that last sale. Dude, I'm telling you, there'd be times where I'd go start an install at like 10 o'clock at night. I'd be like working on selling someone from like 8 to like 10 o'clock and whatnot, dude. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, that's rough.
Dude,
10 o'clock at night.
It's such an awful lifestyle. Like the money is so good, but like at the end of the season, you're just like, man, I'm never doing that again. And then you go do it the next summer.
Yeah.
Like,
Because it just pays up. Pays off.
4 months, just like
Yeah.
kill yourself and then get 8 months off. It's not,
Yeah.
like I said, at the end you're just so done with it, but by the next year you're okay with going out.
Yeah. And after a couple of years, then you have the guys under you, and so you just kind of like work on recruiting and training.
Exactly. It's the best.
Yeah.
Just yeah, I didn't go out this last summer, and honestly, I didn't miss it at all. It was so nice not to have like pack up your life and just move.
Yeah. I have a friend who went from Vivint to Aptiv, so I've heard about it on both sides of it.
Yeah, dude. Apted is Pest, right?
Yeah, it is. It
Gotcha.
used to be Altera.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
How long of a drive is that for you to get down there?
So I drove from Rexburg to Lehigh. That's where my sister lives, and took about 3.5 hours. And then we left yesterday morning at like around 6:40, and we got here around 6:30. But she's got kids, so I mean, like every 2 hours, 3 hours, we'd stop. But then get out of the car, eat food, take body breaks. So
Yeah, dude.
but driving wise, it was probably
It felt like a lot, made it a lot longer than it needed to be.
yeah. But it's just part of driving with kids.
Yeah.
But we hit the kind of little bit of snow and rain when we left Utah.
Uh-huh.
So for the first hour, there was like a little bit bad weather, but then it was just sunny, and it warmed up, so it was easy.
That warmth. Ugh. I can't wait till it gets warm again.
It felt so weird today being here in Arizona and actually like feeling warmth from the sun.
Not like a space heater or something.
No,
It's the best. It's the absolute best.
just natural heat.
Are you out here for the spring and summer, like spring and summertime, or
Yeah, I'm in their spring semester.
what was that?
I mean, I'm there spring semester.
Yeah, I had never been here until this last year for a spring and summertime here.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh wow, like the one time of the year it's not miserable is whenever I'm normally gone. So
Yeah.
I like Idaho summers. Pretty
Yeah,
chill.
so it'll be my first time being up there for spring semester, so I'm excited. I can actually be outside.
Seriously, it's so nice. Like at night, it'll get kind of chilly at night, but then like, during the day, it's just the best.
Yeah.
Just 'cause it's not like super hot, not humid, so you can actually enjoy being outside.
Yeah. I'm gonna sneeze. I think. I thought it was.
Oh, you know what? What time is it where you're at? What time is it?
It's 8:53.
Okay.
Do you think he's in the middle of a sale or something?
Gosh, I don't know. It's
Because he does Vivint, right?
yeah.
Yeah. If we're talking to Kai, he said they're like a couple hour sales sometimes.
I mean, he was saying what? Oh wait, no, that was you. That was you that said 9 or 9:30. I just wonder if he was sticking to that. That'll only be Texas is only 1 hour difference, so he should be probably close to being done for the night. They're normally not out on the doors past like at least not knocking on doors past like 8:30.
Yeah, it came later too.
I just like the thing that's always blown my mind from doing it is that people answer the door that late and we can buy something.
Yeah,
I've never understood that. It's never made sense to me.
Yeah.
It's like, man, if someone came knocking on my door past like 7 o'clock, you're like, come back tomorrow. Don't even like. Sure as heck wouldn't let them in.
Yeah, that's true.
We're about to start the Littlefield round 2. It's next
Oh, good luck with that.
round 2, pretty awful.
It. So, you think you have to do a lot of moves. You just have to figure out like that reorder point in the EOQ, and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
If you figure out like the right number for those, you'll be perfectly fine. If you don't, then it is a little harder that way.
Yeah, like today when I did the homework for it, like I got the EOQ for the first one, and the second question is like the second homework question was like just I can't remember what was different about it, but I cannot even get I just don't even understand. Like in the walkthrough video he did, like I did everything he did when you could just, pretty much do that, but use your own numbers and stuff like that. And I can't even get close. I'm hoping my numbers can make me something because I was just like blown away by it. I was like, I have no clue where you're getting that number from, bro.
Yeah. I know that feeling.
Class isn't hard by any means. It's just, I don't know, just weird stuff here and there.
Yeah.
There's one I went to do my last assignment and it's like 15 parts. I was like, yeah, I'm just going to do it tonight.
Which one was that?
It's in 361. I'm trying to remember what part it is. Let's see. Here's my workbook.
Is it week 5? No, I guess we're on week 8.
Yeah. Are you? Let's see.
I took it last semester.
Gosh, where is it? So like, there's one for BYUI clickers, got that, and then the other one was for this like box of stuff, like box of like watermelon candies or something. That's the one that I just can't even get close on it. Like, just
Was it quality control?
like
I have all the. There's like FC, IM, JIT, LM, MRP, P, PM, PP, PS, QC, SM.
probably. I have
Yeah.
no clue.
Can't. Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's what it is. I mean, I just didn't feel like doing it just because I was just lazy. I'd just been doing homework the whole day, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take a little break, and I'll just do it tonight. It was pretty loud up at our office today, so
Yeah.